Hello and welcome to a new game in my one done series. Let's again say enjoy to our opponent. We played a 3-3 move. Again 1Q, so we are probably having no Komi. So if he plays a 3-3, then he is going for territory. Then I guess I should play in the opposite corner and for influence. And let's make also. I have not seen this opening ever, so we can just. This stone here does not line up. So I'm sorry. Let's also toggle the coordinates. This stone does not seem to match the 3-3 idea, so let's put some pressure on the 3-3. Let's try and put slightly more pressure here, but I think he will cut and we will start a fight immediately. Starting a fight immediately, and then his stone helps him. So I already made a mistake by pressing down here. Since I'm not that familiar with 3-3 Joseki, it seems, and maybe that is his plan all along, so the ladder works, so I have to push now again. Oh, that is really bad for white. Already, and still I have to push, and then finally now I can jump. So, that is a game that is quite favorable for black now, since he has no weaknesses on the board, has quite some points in the corner, and it is me who has a weak group in this black blob of influence. So let's try and get out to the center at least. Yeah, I'm sorry for that I start a game and then immediately get one Joseki mistake. He forces me to connect. I will. There was previously some argy with the speed and maybe a cut. Now I'm all nicely connected and out. He will probably take some large points. I will poke at his shape. If he plays the shape move, I probably am going to block. Then mrhaandi. Yeah, let's poke at the shape. And then block. I thought you would be more conservative about shape. If I'm allowed to cut through, then immediately That is an interesting development. So I was telling if he will drop down, then I can cut through, have a nice living group in the center of the board and still have this bend. So right now, am I now in the position to cut here? He may push, I could block, but then so let's get aggressive on our side now and have a nice living shape in the center. Still, this bend is huge because it disconnects his stone from his other group. And then maybe the second time I can get the Joseki right. So I should be fine on the bottom right. So maybe he can steal my corner, but I'm not into that corner so much. So I want to put some pressure on his Q10 point because it's way close to thickness. So I should pincer, right? And if I pincer, put some pressure here, I get influence and maybe develop something on the top. So let's put some pressure here. So in points, white is way behind, but kick and jump. So black is getting even more points. And giving up his one stone. Now can I honey here? Probably not. What if black cuts? I can extend and extend again, right? What if black attaches? I drop down, he cuts. Okay, that works. So, if I drop down, then I later have the monkey jump. However, black will peep and jump out. So let's come back and hurt the stone. And now what I'm building is way too small, black says. From my influence, I only caught the one stone, which is fairly small. So now definitely I will not attach here and give black everything on the left side. So therefore I will need to pincer. And if I do the high pincer, probably black will get into the G16 Joseki and still capture my stone, so let's do more basic variation. Yeah, my mistake from the beginning is haunting me still. And black did not fall into the trap to run out his stone along my influence, giving something huge on the top. So still, black has a quite nice game here going. I have like 10 points on the bottom and maybe 15 to 20 points here on the right. But that is already compensated by black's corners. So maybe here I should have started from a more forcing move, laying at his corner and letting him push me into his one stone. So here he is picking Joseki. He is probably thinking about separating my stone and trying to kill me because I am in his area of influence. Yes, he's separating me, so I will take the corner. I will go along the side. He will lean. I will jump. He should have the ladder, right? So he wants to kill me. I'm still not connected. But his group here is slightly weakish. And he lets me live and connects up his group, right? If I Atari, he drops down, I follow, he Ataris, I connect. He plays this guy, I will capture, he will connect, I will capture, so let's do that. I'm alive, he's connected. I got some points here, so that is enough compensation. He plays now again very conservatively because he knows that he's ahead on points, I guess. So let's try and get the maximum out of it, but now he is I thought he was going to connect. Disconnecting his 2 stones. Let's play the proper move first, and he will probably connect. He should drop down, by the way, I think, to enable all the forcing moves that he has on the outside. I'm wondering the 2 stones and those stones, if he does not actively connect them, may run into slight issues. However, here is enough agi, I think, for him to work with. So if he starts attaching to my stones, probably he is thinking about the E17 move, and then maybe some cuts here, trying to disconnect my G17 stone. We still will have a fight in our hands, but white is not supposed to have any weak groups right now on the board, so we will fight here a little bit. Yeah, he's going to connect, and I think I will need to protect my stone first, because I cannot go ahead and start to push and cut if my stone is not probably connected first. So yeah, right now I am thinking about moves like L13 to build up more points in the center. Something so this looks, if I play this guy, then I immediately am getting reduced, but then is there a point to play a move like, oh, maybe this is fine, I think. K13 to build up some maybe 10 points here in the center of the board. Here is still a push and cut, so if my 1 stone, yes, he knows that. He is. Let's try one more forcing move here, so that push here is not, it's not that sente, and I think I want to come back now to the bottom, because if I don't, then I lose it. I think C2 is fine. And he goes for the forcing moves. And the forcing move, so he was looking at the shape and wondering whether the Atari here and then the connect will be more useful, or this 1 stone, and he waited long enough to know. Now maybe if I was a professional player, I would know whether this shape in the center has 2 eyes or not. There are some moves to capture the H14 stones. Obviously J16 is weak, or right now it's captured. unless I try to save it, but then I think I will go for something like L15 first. Okay, no L15 because just it would have prevented his last move. And then I am taking my points and connecting. Oh, does it connect? It should, right? There's a P. So he is thinking about N14, right? Then I connect, then he cuts, I Atari, he connects, I Atari, he connects. Can I run this out or not? Okay, then I get to connect. And get the 2 stones slightly stronger. And again, his shape got slightly weaker in the process, but just a very tiny bit. Just a very tiny bit stronger. So now I will start he ignores my saving 1 stone. Bogat shape. Is there a cut now? I think there isn't. Because I can honey and drop down. Oh no, I can drop down. Oh no. He cuts. I can't honey because he Ataris and drops down. So he cuts. I have to connect. He will play the empty triangle. I think my only move is S10 then. He plays this guy. I Atari. He connects, I take. So then right now S10 is the Suchi move. Right? If he plays S10 now, I have to come back at R10. Oh, my shape, it is so bad. Is there this honey? I think extends. I extend the Ataris. I think it's fine. And that's a nice move. And here he has one eye. Where is his second eye? Probably around this area, right? So then, if I was reading out as 10, then let's go ahead and prevent this ever from happening. And say, fine, you have got your reduction, go to there, but here was a Senti one, and now it's gone. I think. That is okay. Don't see any reason for him to play this move, because he could have played b3. If oh no, oh wait, no, that's fine. I played one more to prevent here bad things from happening. So if he can cut, I can at k2 I can connect at h2. So here is some of my endgame, and maybe around b2 is a nice turn, and also g4 in light of still some RG lingering here. I was thinking that exactly this move should not work here, because the cut at k2 is irrelevant. So if I honey, will black cut at g2? No, then I Atari, right? So he drops down, I connect, he extends, I connect. If I capture the one stone, then a lot of the RG here goes away, because then h2 won't be sent anymore. So let's just capture. Then for black, obviously some move at f4 or e4 would have been much better in terms of points. All he has given me maybe 2 points in Sente. So in his Sente. Maybe now it would be a nice point to count. So black about 50 points, roughly. White. Also about 50 something, depending on the endgame, probably around here. And also B2, obviously. I have probably no combi though, right? So let's see what happens in the endgame. Maybe black will go around J11. So maybe get here around 6 points or so. Oh, that was unexpected. I expected some more endgame. Then that was an interesting game. Let's review it. Start review. Best game private. Oh, he said hi. Okay. I said enjoy, and we get this opening. And immediately I see no reason for coordinates. For Q10, I would, as blank, those corners are not linked at all, and you need at least 2 moves. So Q6 and then maybe Q14 to start to link them together. So as black, I would see them as 2 perfectly separate. Therefore, by the way, my first move, if it would, for example, be at D19, then it is by the book quite nice. It's okay for black to play in the different corner, because now stressing the point that those 2 stones are completely unrelated and they will never want to connect to each other or build moyo, to play them in separate corners. And now it's hard for white to make a moyo, so white will start to maybe make something in the center, and it's sometimes easy to work against the center. So therefore I played in this corner to prevent this from happening. And strange move. Wrong Joseki, right? Probably this guy. And probably that guy. And still, it's weird to have. Maybe Q10 is still fine, but no, I would not play it. But what I played was very bad. This guy, black, is okay in the corner and splits white into 2. White loses the game, right? Lean and so painful. Maybe even the honey now. Because for white to cut is very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. he was actually I did not understand the message that okay, and then I extend and black takes a huge point. Now here's a good question. Does black want just to get this huge point and let white go into the center by at the same time pressuring the black stones? Or does black want to surround the white stones and getting presence in the center when he already has some points? I think myself I would have played for the center and surrounding white's group. White maybe will get 10 points here on the side, but black will have more potential in the center then. Black went for points, and here again there is Argy with the peep. So there is Argy, right? Black went again for points and eliminated all the Argy again at the cost of his stones here in the center. And then I myself would have gone for some shape points here. Instead, black plays fast and then realizes that it was too fast and needs to sacrifice the stone. I myself prefer the connect. Why does it not change color? Stones. Okay. I myself would have gone for the fourth line territory, connecting all my stones. And of course, k7 was a mistake, therefore black is slightly weakish now here. So white will start to put pressure at the stones, but then black has no weaknesses, no real weaknesses on the board, and maybe he will play some shoulder hits and get out. But he won't get in the position that q10 is weak. Okay, and then he's getting into a position where q10 becomes weak, and maybe I was too direct here. Because I very much like r14 for black here. Because if white captures the one stone, it is way too small for this whole influence, way too inefficient. So probably I was thinking about r15, and I probably will get pincer because r17 is already fine. And we'll have to jump, we'll have to jump, we'll have to lean, and probably black will live here, so maybe that was wrong. So q16 for more pressure on black. I think that's also fine for white to have more influence and more potential in this top left quadrant. So black will again probably connect or some sort. I don't know where let's go from here. I started the direct approach because little dollar signs were in my eyes and I was concentrated on q10, which is a wrong idea, I think. It's and black immediately punishes my mistake, and this is now capturing the one stone is way too small. Black has already profited from that enough. And here I was thinking black will disconnect my stones, he also did, and maybe try to attack. It's quite wide, but he has influence, so then we play this, I extend, black puts more pressure, and I connect here as black. I would immediately play down, because it's good for points. White has still not a single eye, and white's connection is not that uh, solid, but then black's shape is getting weaker, right? However, the other stone it makes it very easy for white right now. Here again, a very small step. Black has a weakish group on the board, and white, I think, has no weaknesses right now. So it could be time, we already have this stone in place, to just go ahead and connect solidly. Probably white will play here. And you connect it in Sente, by the way. And then you can start something more drastic, because now black does not have weak groups on the board and can build large. So I thought that was black's plan. However, it wasn't. Just a small step from the already solid corner here. I think here white started to get his the turn was huge, and here again an interesting opportunity. I play the solid move, so if black runs further, then my group is not killed here. Here I was thinking black will start to counterattack my G18 stone, because if I play this variation, then it is very lonely. Very lonely indeed. So here black was rather soft, and I have time to come back and black fixes his shape. So as you see, the weakness of the one group that could actually have been connected in more or less Sente is haunting black right now. Here I was thinking between the more loose move, which prevents the one shoulder hit, but then again here is too much Agi, and if black destroys my potential here, then I have almost nothing. And this is too conservative, I think. Black realized that probably if I get more strength for the H14 stone, there will be a cut. So he fixes. I come back. Now black, since he now is more strong here, he maybe does not need to connect anymore. And this was a dangerous situation, right? So connecting here is not the first priority, I think. What happens here? If white connects, black will cut. Is there some sort of net here? There isn't. So white will need to push, but then white will again need to come back. So white is dead, right, on the top. Therefore here I was thinking, yeah, that was my weakness here. So what about this move? Oh, maybe this one. Maybe this is better, right? Okay, maybe it, I was thinking about connecting on the bottom, which did not work in my opinion. But connecting on the top is also viable. Okay. Then black connects, putting more emphasis on the P13 position. I get slightly stronger, play for shape. Probably not to get into this whole mess. I should have played something around S8 now, since what happened in the game is at least interesting. So my options, if I play here, there is this Atari, and then there is this push, and then there is a nasty ko, right? So this ko is very nice for black and almost game losing for white, or probably game losing for white. So there is no blocking at the bottom. Then maybe this guy. Yeah, maybe this one, right? So then again, if this is actually the move, then black plays it immediately. White is supposed to connect somehow, and black gets a huge endgame move here. In Senti probably. And yeah, that was what I didn't like here. We exchange this, and the good news is that black got a few points on the left in Gote, and I was able to fix something at least. And then this I think was wrong, because the cut here does not lead to any kill. Therefore, it probably would have been a better idea just to play from the top and get more points this way if you want them. Yes, and that was the last move on the game. Is there a score estimator here? Estimate score. That is correct, that is correct, that is almost correct, and that is quite accurate. Oh, that was more than I anticipated. Well, mainly because I got all of these, and even more here. I don't know about the Komi though right now. But then, okay, thank you. That was a nice game. Probably black was too soft on me, since my beginning, my mistake in the beginning was very, very bad. So then again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.